Alright, so let's continue with our tutorial. What we've done, if we follow tutorial on ArcoLinux D, phase 5, archway, phase 1, then 2, then 3. And at this point in time, there is a possibility to install DWM, and it's still not there, right? So in ArcoLinux we have these phases, and in phase 5 we actually install something. And the something, well, you learn by by googling ArcoLinux DWM, and we're going to install this particular desktop, which is actually a tiling window manager. What have we done in the past? We've made already an ArcoLinux template, and we are going to make an ArcoLinux DWM. So the idea is that you stop actually after phase 3. So it says here, let's go all the way up. Actual installation of ArcoLinux phase 3. You install LightDM GTK Greeter, but then the decision is, what do you want, right? Installation of Awesome BSP DWM. There's so many nice desktops out there. You decide. The thing is, we need to learn, in this case DWM, how do we install it? All right. So I have an ArcoLinux template. I cloned it. Clone. So basically I can clone as many as I want to explore Awesome, to explore Herbstluft WM, to explore Xmonad, and so on. That's an interesting tip. Make yourself a template. All right, let's boot up ArcoLinux DWM. Grub is there. LightDM is also enabled. There is unfortunately nothing behind it, which is good, right? So I can get anything behind here. So this is, when you see this, there is nothing to boot. In the user share X sessions, there's nothing. Okay, how will we solve this? With a Ctrl-Alt F2 in bare metal, a real machine, or right Ctrl F3, for example, and we are at the TTY in virtual machine. We log in and we read. What should I do? It's a dynamic window manager for Xorg. It manages windows in tiled, stacked and full screen layouts, and you scroll through. The prescribed way to install it is to clone it from an official Git repo. So that's one way of doing it. Cloning it, Git cloning it, and then make install. And there are other ways, of course, as well. It can also be installed via the AUR packages. Make any required configuration and so on, and you keep on reading. Specifically, the config H is important, the config def H, as well as the customization section, the patches you could apply, the display manager. We've covered that, right? That's LightDM. We've covered that. We don't need to do start X at all. That's going to be LightDM for us. Some settings, tricks, and how it's called, tips and tricks. Where did I see that? Somewhere here, tips and tricks, Conky status bar, and so on. Restart DWM, bind the right alt key, etc. So we go over that later. This is ArcoLinux, it's not ArcoLinux, right? The ArcoLinux has its own configuration and look and feel, you know, that it's its own soul to work with. But this is ArcoLinux, and let's find out. Sudo pacman -s, is there something called DWM? Nothing there. So we don't have, ArcoLinux does not provide DWM as such. Does not exist. Okay, there was something, let's talk about a package from the AUR. There is a package from the AUR, that's true. Now the thing is, either we're gonna make it ourselves, or we use some kind of tool. In that case, I mean then Yay or Trizen, right? Go get a way to have an AUR helper, basically. That's also a good thing to type in. ArcoLinux AUR helper. Because these things will vary over time, right? We've seen lots of things. We've seen Yahoo, maybe you remember that one. We've seen Packer, I think, as well in the past. So here we have some names you can try out and have fun with, but Yay and Tryzen are the ones we use as official ones on ArcoLinux. These are in maintenance and our talk, vote, etc. RAR. There are things in here I never heard about, right? As long as it works. That's the most important thing, as long as the tool that you like works. So those are the AOR helpers. We can get that in and then use it to install DWM AOR. That's a possibility, or we build it from the official Git repo, which can follow the link here. And this is what we need to have, git clone this particular thing and then configure it. What's the easiest way? Both ways are good. So option 1, git clone it and build it. Option 2 is get an AOR helper and get it that way in. Either way will do, but I think the AOR part has never been explained in the sense that what if I want to use Yay, for example, and install it on ArcoLinux and get it in. So remember this git clone thing. I'm gonna move it to the second screen. So we are, where are we, right? Present working directory, where are we? We're in home area. What if I git clone https and then I'm just typing over here AOR archlinux.org and then /yay. What do we get? It says git not found. Cool. Sudo pacman -s git. Done. Okay, git clone that one. ls, we have a folder called Yay. So cd Yay. ls, we have a package build. If we have a package build, I can make a package. Make package. Could not resolve all dependencies. Sudo pacman -s go. It's a bit much, but hey, we need it. Make package again. Do you now have all dependencies? Yes, now he has all dependencies to make the package Yay. And I don't think I've ever explained this in a video, so it's good that it's in here. It's simple as that. Git cloning, building, you have Yay. You can do it with any AOR package. Yay is now finished. Is it finished? Yes. It's called tar ZST, which means you have the reflex to do -u. You've built it, you will install it, it's your thing, right? Try to remember it like that. And then you just autocomplete with tab and say install me Yay. So now I can say Yay to DWM. And there we have DWM number 2. That's probably the one I would take. Well, it doesn't really matter if we take the Git version or the number 1 or number 2. Either will do just fine. So 1 or 2, it's a choice. It's always a choice in Linux, all right? And Yay is there for you now. So just enter, 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 and DWM will be built for you. Well, I see lots of other things. Making package ST is in there as well. ST is a terminal. Suckless terminal, I think it's called. But we have our own, in ArcoLinux anyway, Termite that we love. So many, about 80 themes in Termite. NeoFetch is also themed and tweaked to work nice in Termite. I mean, there is just too much work inside the terminal to just quickly change. So Termite is the official terminal in DWM. So basically we've done, let's see if it's installed. DW tab. Voila. DWM there is there. The package is there. How can you test it as well? User share accessions. ls. There it is, right? It was already there. Sorry. DWM.desktop. That's what I wanted to see. Because when I ask VirtualBox to Control R now, so reboot me please, he'll see, hey, there is something in user share accessions. namely DWM, and it'll show me. So we have a long white bar with nothing in it. You just forgot to install the desktop, really. And now I can select it. It's already selected. There's just one thing, right? And we go inside, and this is DWM the way it's meant to be from suckless.org. That's the website where you can find it. Now, how to figure things out? Control T, super enter, super T, super shift T, Control Alt enter. I mean, you need to go and have a look. What are actually the keyboard shortcuts and what do they launch? If you don't have the application, it won't launch anything. It won't show you anything. There's no error. There's no mistake. There is no information here. Just this here. There's no hour. There's no system tools like PAMAC, AOR, Network Manager, stuff like that. Icons there, variety icons, stuff like that. Not going to be there. On ArcoLinux, it's going to be there, right? It's still a work in progress here. Now, my super shift enter, which should give me my Thunar on ArcoLinux, and Control T and super T, there must be some kind of keyboard shortcut, right? To get into the system, but I need to read it. So Control F3, right control, we're in VirtualBox, and we go read, right? We go and have a look at the code. Now, I have no idea where the code is, so let's find it out together. Sudo pacman -s DWM, -q DWM. What did you do? Where is the information? We have that. Then we can ask information. There's an I in there as well. Do we need a little bit more? Depends on all that. But where is the file that dominates it? Where's the script that makes it? Remember where we are, home Eric. There is in this, this will not work, but this will work. We have this cache folder, cd.cache ls. And what do we see there? We see yay, cd yay ls. What do we see? We see DWM, cd DWM ls. And here we have the configuration.h. So whatever I created, I built, it's using some kind of configuration, right? And it's in here. It's nano config h. Now, this of course is, well, read the manual, right? Go and have a look. What is needed? What keyboard shortcut is needed? Here are some keyboard shortcuts. The D menu, but I haven't installed D menu. The term CMD, so the term command is ST, you see there, right? ST, and it should be mod shift mask return. So I guess it's super shift return should work. So if I go back with Control F7 and I do super shift enter, if I have ST, that's the question. Is ST installed? I don't think so. ls ST cannot open display, it says. So I guess ST is installed. Let's have a look. There it is. ST is installed. So if ST is installed, let's go up again. So we're looking, follow my cursor here. What we're looking at is this line, mod key shift mask. I would think it's, let's see what mod key is here, because mod key can be changed as well. Where is the mod key? We can change the borders, pixel, windows, show bar, top bar, menu size, kind of colors, tags, what is floating or what's not floating, layouts. The mod key is view here. Mod key is mod1 mask. Define mod key mod1 mask. I wonder if mod1 mask is the super key or the alt key. So that's something I need to figure out. And this is how it goes, right? It's really slow learning what keyboard shortcut is it here, and I found it. So Alt Shift Enter is ST. This is ST. All right. Ooh, there we go. ZX keyboard BE. NeoFetch is not there yet, so sudo pacman -s. It's quite small, I understand, but okay, we're just having some fun. All I'm gonna show you, NeoFetch tells you that we're using terminal ST. That's all I wanted to show, and it's ArcoLinux. Now it's up to you to get the D menu working, for instance, or Rofi working if you want to, or anything else, and make keyboard shortcuts the way you think they should be. And that's what we've done. So that's the next video. In the next video, we're gonna get our ArcoLinux packages, and we call that adding the ArcoLinux spices. So the next video is going to be all about ArcoLinux info, and hola, and at the bottom we say, for ArcoLinux users, ArcoLinux spices application. Install our ArcoLinux packages on any ArcoLinux based distro. So a few buttons to click, a few things to install, and you're up and running in no time, and we'll have our own scripts working. I mean, our own packages, our own keyboard shortcuts will be there, and of course the journey will be shorter, because in here you need to actually learn everything. Where are you? ArcoLinux in the DWM, and this guy, if you go one back, right here, that's the only thing you got. That's it. With this thing, this information, and the DWM official website, and some videos you find on YouTube and so on, you can figure out how everything works. It's a learning path thing. It's interesting if you have the time, of course. All right, that's enough for me. That's ArcoLinux DWM. We've got a working system. We need to still figure out a lot of things. But if you want to go and change elements, maybe let's end with that. So let's see again where we are. So CDA, ls, and we see, okay, sorry, ls, where are we now? CD again, ls. Okay. So back inside Eric, back inside the hidden cache folder, ls, cd, yay, ls, cd, dwm. The only thing I want to do here, so we end up with something, well, you can use in the sense that at this point in time we have dwm. That's actually an application. It's a user bin, I suppose. Never suppose. Find out. QO user bin dwm. Yep, there it is. It's owned by 6.2.1 DWM package. So QO, interesting. Now, if I wanted to change something, nano config.h, you can change a static, what is it, border pixels maybe. We can exaggerate with 5 and so on. Make it a little bit bigger. The font size was way too small for me. 12 is better. Control X, yes, save. ls, right? We have this particular folder, and the only thing it needs is a package build, dm install, dm desktop. This will go again, go away, and this one will be overwritten. So these guys can go basically. So if you want to see why, or if you can do that, if you want to, 6.2/1. Okay, this one is out, and remove also DWM 6 like this. So this is back what you need. This is the only thing you need: a desktop file, an install file, package build, config.h. We have changed the config.h. It's our config.h, right? We've changed a little bit things. So basically what you do now, and well, let me show you as well here. gonna be here somewhere. At the top I saw something about it. They say run make, then make install, right? That's what we do if you go and get it from official Git repo. So let's see what happens if we do the same here. Make, no targets found, make install is not gonna work. So what we need to do is make package. If you run this one, that's gonna work, but I guess I deleted too much. Config H has failed. Why? We have changed the config H. Let's show you. Nano the package build. These lines, this one is referring to the package, this one is referring to config H. So the second line, this line, is wrong. Config H is changed, so the checksum should be changed as well. So remember maybe 7D2, right? 7D2. Update package sums. Update package sums. That's not installed on ArcoLinux. Okay. What package provides update package sums? Update. Oh, okay. I'll have to look that up, right? What package? I'm now back in Plasma, in ArcoLinux B Plasma. Let's show you that I'm in Plasma. What package? We have here this thing. That's the easiest way to update your checksums, but where is it coming from? Okay, QO update. I suppose it's gonna be a user bin thing. Update package sums. It's owned by Pacman contrib. Okay, cool. Pacman contrib. So sudo pacman -s pacman contrib. Contribute or something. Easy way to remember. And now I can do my update package sums. Okay. He's changed, and now of course we've totally forgotten what the last three things were here, but config.h has changed 85C2. Config H has been adapted thanks to the update package. Now this is ready to be installed. So I'm gonna make the package again. Somewhere here, make package. And everything is finished. You have on your computer a package DWM package star ZST, which will try out if we install it first. You've built it, you install it, and we do it like this. Now you need to reboot. Well, as SR does not exist here, there's an alias sudo reboot. Hopefully something should show up if you see the difference between beginning. The letters are quite big, I think, or bigger anyway. Was it Alt Shift Enter? Yeah, Alt Shift Enter. And the borderline, it's obvious that the borderline is a little bit bigger than previously, right? So it's indeed a new DWM. That's how it works. It's a new DWM. Now I'll end here because I can keep on talking, but next video is going to be get ArcoLinux stuff in, right? The spices tool. We're gonna get that in. All right.